face. On and on, I can be replaced. I'm sick of shit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Washington football team. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Atlanta. Here's Powell on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
I bet.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
41-yard line.
From the shotgun.
I know it too.
A slant to Jones.
I was there.
He's taken down inside the 30.
I wasn't there, but
Is the pickup good for a first down for the Falcons?
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first and 10, it's Ryan.
let's go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Clamps.
Montez Sweat just
Clamps.
creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan.
Go.
Out of the backfield. That's complete. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Let's go.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Yes.
Get it back to right around the 27.
That's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was
Yo,
still there. And he ended up popping it up.
Lambs. All right, Alex Smith. Let's see what we can do.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Got an open man, it's Harmon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. This is caught.
Oh, yes, sir.
To the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
23 yards for the touchdown. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
I missed. Oh, didn't.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7. Falcons nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Oh my God, I still kicked that out.
Hopkins will kick it away.
No, I didn't. I'm over good.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go play action now. Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 23.
10 at the 23-yard line.
first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. He's through at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
4-yard line.
Again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Danny Johnson returning. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. And that's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. after the interception. Here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Coup now for the point after.
For the point after.
Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Washington 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, here's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Washington.
Operating from the gun, Smith. Flush to his right. The throw taken in by Sims. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on second down. Smith. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Washington.
Again, Smith. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Smith's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. He already has tackles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas as the first half is winding down. And Washington has retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. He backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Fuller there on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll air this one out deep for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And now he's caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 17.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. To throw again is Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now running right through it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is incomplete.
They've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 40 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Here's Ryan. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Falcons 22. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Slings this deep from the corner. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown,
A
Washington.
12-yard touchdown grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there for their next drive, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, kids keep it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 40, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 31 yards. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And of course on the 2-point try had the option to run or pass. They pass it there and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. to throw again. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ryan will throw again. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.